Guys, Wages World here. August 10th, going to the 11th, 2012. Coming at you with a video. I'll talk about the derecho at a different video, guys. Like a bunch of people without power, really bad stuff. I got some footage. I've never actually seen skies look this crazy, but I'll show it to you later. Just not this video. Too much to talk about. Will it or won't it says, will it or won't it destroy? The problem I have is, if that satellite is so far away, how do we get the data so fast? Well, the short answer to that, guys, would be that a solar flare gets here in 8 minutes, and it's 93 million miles away from the sun, okay? That's really just the answer to that question. Now, we don't get real-time data, guys. They do, we don't. There's always a lag, at least a few hours. A lot of times it's more than 12 hours. So keep that in mind. We get one capture at the earliest every 4 minutes. Most of it's more like a half hour, one every half hour. They're probably looking at stuff, at 60 frames per second or higher. So that's what I would say to that too. They get a lot better stuff to look at than what we do. So I hope that helps. It's a good question. Notes C says, what could we do if we did know about a large solar flare before it happened? Well, guys, this is what I would say. First and foremost, you need to prepare to the level you're comfortable. That's most important, guys. Whatever you think you need to do is what you need to do. Don't worry about what other people are saying and thinking about you. Me personally, I can get behind somebody that does the survival stuff, survival groups, and goes that far into it, but I can also get behind a person that buys a can of soup and some toilet paper. Okay? That's where I'm at. I get behind anybody who wants to do anything like that. Now, if you're talking about, if you're ready to take it up to the next level, you prepare like it's an EMP, because that's what it is. It's a global EMP. And, if you really want to go into that, there's a lot of stations and a lot of channels and a lot of stuff you can go research. Marfugel does a really good job over there as far as talking about that. They had some survival groups and stuff set up. They were on Discord. They were doing their thing, right? And they took their Discord server away. Don't know why. It was a really bad thing for them. But also, the reason why I talk about that, I've been with Marf since the beginning of his channel. And he talks about an E-shield. And it's basically makes your house a big Faraday cage. But what I want to say is, a Faraday cage, you put whatever you want in there and it'll protect it. You can make a real cheap one at home and put small stuff in if you want. But this is what I'm saying. Most people forget that they have to protect the power source first and foremost. Because whatever you've got protected, whatever devices, they're not going to work unless you protect a power source. You're not getting electric from the electric company. The lines are shot. So whatever you do, keep that in mind. I hope that helps. Just research it a little bit, and I promise you'll find people to talk to that can help you with this. Great question, though. Okay, guys, I got you over here, and I'm going to show you. This is that volcano from yesterday. Most of you guys have probably seen a lot of this footage. But obviously, this thing exploded. It went up like 6 miles high and everything else. And this is you might not have seen this footage because it wasn't out there a whole lot. But that was from when it erupted, the initial eruption. Now this is after the fact, obviously. And you're going to see how tall it is. Most of us have already seen this video, so I'm not really going to waste your time with this. You can go look at it wherever you need to. But I got something interesting I want to show you. Okay, guys, this is I just put a filter on that, what you just seen, because it was really dark, because you couldn't really see much. But this is the initial eruption. And what I want you guys to pay attention to is this area right here. Because I've seen something. This may be just something, it's a phenomenon that happens every time. But watch what happens here. Okay, here comes the explosion. What did that look like to you? Okay, let me run it back. Run it back again. Okay, where I want you to look is right in here. Okay, see that cloud right there? Now, to me, that looked like something was getting poured out of that cloud right there. It was really strange. I'd never seen a volcanic eruption like that. See that? You can see the appendage still on the cloud. That it's like it's right there. I'm not trying to say that's actually what's going on. Most likely, it's probably like a difference in pressure or heat, and it probably kind of just sucked that cloud in, doing its thing, right? But I did want to show it to you because if anybody knows what this is, let me know, because that was really shocking for me to see that. Right? There. See that? How it looks like it just keeps pouring out of that cloud like a magician trick or something? I mean, look, watch. Look at that. Now, again, I'm not saying that's exactly what happened. Most certainly, there's probably a logical explanation for what I just seen there. I just don't know what phenomenon that is. So if anybody knows what caused that to do it like that, please let me know. If it's something known that happens every time, or anytime there's any moisture or clouds, up there like that, I don't know. But it was really interesting and kind of strange. Now you're going to see this blow. See that? See that blowing through there? That is a difference in pressure and heat. That's how that wind's moving. So I just thought that was really interesting, guys. I don't have any good answer for that. Plus, if you guys look, you're going to see a lightning strike there too. And that's just going to attest for how much energy is actually being expelled there. And that is a known phenomenon, volcanic lightning. It does happen. And I'll show you when it does. You'll see the flash. Right there. See that? That's what that was. So, okay, guys, I got you over at stereo A. That's the side view that we look at, right, of the sun. And the sun would be over here. Okay, what you're seeing there are some known planets and everything. Earth is over here, right there. Okay, now I noticed something really strange that I've looked at this thing for years, and I've never seen this before. I don't know what caused it, but when I seen it, I went back and looked at some other tools at that same time, and just to let you know, we had that's when one of the solar storms was hitting us, and we had a big radiation burst. I showed it to you guys. I'll show it to you again here in a minute. But I had no idea it could do this. This is crazy. I've not seen this ever. This would be a little bit of validity to the fact that we think that, the Earth is a capacitor, and it, holds energy and has to release it when it's too much. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Watch how Earth, and Earth is the only one that does it, it gets brighter. See that? And it does it a couple times. You seeing that? The other two planets there are not doing that. Only Earth. And it happens, like I said, on the 4th there, and I'll take you guys and show it to you. Look at that, guys. I've never seen that before. If anybody knows what that is, please let me know. Again, I'm just trying to figure it out like you guys, man. I'm hoping I'm helping you guys, but, I learn a lot more from you guys than you guys could ever learn from me. Now, this is that camera that talked about the big parachute bomber that we used to talk about. It got debunked pretty quick, like. Well, I guess it took a couple years for people to explain it to people or whatever, but the time I made it on scene, it was getting debunked pretty heavily, and it was the correct thing to do. Mr. MBB3 and Scott kind of did videos back and forth, and they both figured out that it was a camera anomaly. It looked like the end of the camera. So that's what it was. But just to look at that, watch Earth. Okay, look at that. What is causing that to show up like that? Is it that thing we got, the radiation we got hit with there? Or what? Are we releasing something there? I don't know, guys. It's just strange, man. Again, if anybody knows, let me know. And this is from Stereo A. Remember that, guys, our side view. So there's the date of when this stuff was going on. I would encourage everybody to go look at this for themselves, and if they could get any kind of do some research and kind of help me figure out what that is, that'd be awesome. Okay, guys, this is the HI1 from the same satellite, and this is the one where I was showing you guys trying to figure out if that was a comet or whatever. And again, you're going to see it come in here, right in that area, and it still stops at like on the 7th on this day, but I'm going to take you guys over and show you some further data just from a different filter, okay? Right now it's on HI1. You see that over here to the left? I'm going to take it to it's on the HI1 SR. I'm going to take it to the HI1 RD, okay? That's the view that we're going to look at. And it's the blue version, but this is going to be a good way for me to show you guys what that area right there is, okay? Look like a UFO type of thing, but it's just a star cluster, guys. You can see on this one especially, it's moving exactly the same speed as the rest of the stars behind it, okay? But on this, you're going to see it come in the picture here. I am going to speed it up because you see it better that way. And at this point, I do think that it was a sun diver. I think the sun did catch it. So we're going to take a look at it here. See how it takes that big whooping, turn? Okay. I don't think it made it around, guys. I think the sun ate that sucker up. We'll have to wait and see. But, yeah. I do think that's what happened there. Bam. Okay, guys, this is from Stereo A also. I usually show you this kind of a view over on SDO or Soho. But what you're seeing here, guys, is from a side view. And why I'm doing this is because, you got these active areas up here. But we have one happening down here too. And we got it already ejected once. And I'm going to show it to you guys here in a second. It may show up here, I don't know. Let's see, nope. It doesn't, but that's showing you, because this isn't in the Earth view yet. We're looking at the sun from the side. Okay, it already did one ejection there, and then at the end of that, it should have done another one, and I'll show it to you here in a second. But that's an active area on the sun. Once it gets around, it's probably going to be a sunspot. And, if it's already doing stuff like that, we're going to have to really watch it. Because there was a smaller flare already just a few hours ago that wasn't Earth-facing. But I guess it could give us a glancing blow, but I don't think so because it's off to the side. So this is the CME tracker here, guys, and it did update because we got a new CME, okay? This one's actually on the opposite side of the sun of what I just showed you guys. And what you're going to see, again, it's going to eject right here and go out that way. See it? Now, it wasn't a big one. It's not going to affect us at all. That one there went way over to the right of us. But if you look here, this is our orbit stretched out in a straight line. See that distortion? That's where it hits. Okay? That's where it went. Earth is here, so it's nowhere near us. So I don't think that's going to give us any issue. But it did light something up, and I'll show it to you because Scott did his technique on a couple of those photos, and man, wow. So here's those captures he got during that CME. Okay, and me and him were talking about this. How we've been talking about that thing looks like it might be connected somehow and interacting with the sun and all that. Wow. If that is actually a connection of some sort, that is like an extreme distance to have that kind of a connection. So I don't know what this is at this point, guys. Yeah, at this point it'd be just me, giving you my opinion, which is what it is anyway. But so here's the next one, as you can see, and it still looks to be connected somehow. Okay, and then this was when it was close to the sun. Okay, I just don't know what to think about these yet. It's really got my head spinning a little bit, and I'm sure it does Scott too. It's just, wow. I don't even, it's like we got a big game of marbles and throwing them out there. I don't know. Okay, guys, this is the 211 version of the sun, and it's from SDO, and it's our perspective. And what we're going to look at is right here, because it did eject again right there, or it's a solar flare, one or the other. So let's watch it. See that? Okay. We'll watch it a couple times here, but it most certainly did. Now, is that going to get to us? I don't know yet. It doesn't look to be. It looks like it's too far on the side for it to affect us. But sometimes it does look like this, and it does get to us. So we'll have to wait and see what exact direction it's actually moving. But that's one that hasn't been updated on the CME tracker yet. Okay. Also, I want to point out, here's all these other ones up here. And yeah, and again, we had another a smaller. It's actually kind of in the middle of the road to the upper B class flare. We had that C class flare the other day. This one would be just a little bit less in strength than the C class, but those other two are kind of rotating off right now. This one, isn't quite there yet. If it decides it wants to do something, we'll probably take a hit from it. Don't know if it will or not, but also the coronal holes that's showing up here, guys. It looks like it might be opening up a little bit more, which would just give us more increase in solar wind. So, sun's waking up, guys, and that's what I've been trying to say, and that's exactly what's going on. And it seems to be waking up in a pretty quick fashion. So, okay, guys, I showed you guys this the other day. Okay, what am I talking about here? I'm talking about the radiation belts. Now, remember, I just showed you that picture where it looked like the Earth was getting illuminated, and it looked like we were doing it ourselves, right? It looked like it was coming from here. Because I didn't see any secondary out, anything coming from any direction but right there. And neither one of the other two planets that were visible there did anything different. That's the only one that illuminated. So what the heck was going on? So I looked at the time, and this is during one of those illuminations, and watch. Okay, did I not go back far enough? Sorry, guys. Hold on a minute. So what you guys have seen was the most up-to-date. And again, guys, this is our radiation belts, okay? And we don't look at this very often. We probably should. But if you guys remember the other day when we were taking some of that solar storm was here, what you're going to see is very intense radiation show up. Okay, see? The red is the darkest this thing will show. Most intense. And the whole thing goes red. See? Now, do you see what's going on right around our planet right there? I don't know what to think about that. I don't know if that's when the illumination look was coming into play there. I don't know. I really wish I knew that HI2, the one where I showed you it was illuminating, if that was some sort of phenomenon that we've seen before. I've not seen it, and I've looked at that tool for over 2 years. But that's not saying it hasn't happened and isn't something that's known to do that. I just don't know what it is. But for our planet be the only one to do that and the rest of it out there wasn't doing anything is extremely strange to me. Especially when I looked at the timestamps and went back to this, and it matches up with one of the illuminations. So I don't know what else to think here, guys. But I thought that was interesting. Thought you guys would want to see that. But so yeah, guys, we'll see what's going on with that other ejection off the sun. Other than that, okay, guys, this is the ejection that showed up on the CME tracker. And this is the one where Scott seen that object and stuff, and it was connected or whatever. This is that. I just wanted to show it to you guys so you could see it. You can clearly see that it's going to our right. It did not go towards us, so it's not going to get us. But I just wanted to show that to you and kind of clarify that. Sorry guys, I did that again. I'm going to put the Schumann at the front. I don't know why I do. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, those multiple days of being quiet is kind of a broken thing right now because of this. This isn't like really intense or anything, but it most definitely is a spike. Now you remember I showed you guys this the other day, well yesterday. And what you're seeing here is that is not something that nature does. Nature does not work in straight lines, guys. So whatever's causing that is either done intentionally by something intelligent, or it's something that's a side effect or a symptom of something else that's going on with like whatever. But I don't know what else would cause something like that. You guys could go over to Birthday's channel, Arbustos, Schumann Resonance Harmonics. I'll leave a link. I know it's a very long name, but if you guys really want to learn about this, and he goes into specifics, this is a complicated thing sometimes to try to figure out exactly what you're looking at here. But he's trying to show people how to do that so you guys can stop, rewind, that kind of thing if you need to. I understand this at a basic level, and I'm able to teach people that. But if you really want to know exactly what each line means and all that kind of stuff, I would go over there and check it out. Go check him out anyway. I mean, it's good stuff. So, but that line's there, right? But I noticed this, and maybe he has an answer for this. I don't know. But do you see at this hurt level how we're having a more increased intensity there? Because it even follows through the spike. Okay, so I don't know what's causing that. And then it goes on past, and then it does this. Those are horizontal lines, guys. So I don't know what's causing that, but that's there. Is it related to that? Is it a tool flaw? Is it something that's being done on purpose? I don't know, but there's that. Okay, guys, I'm going to show you some space weather, but I'm going to talk about something just for a second here. I know I say I don't know a lot, and then people hammer me for that sometimes in the comment section. But do you guys know why I say that? It's because I'm trying to put out there that I don't want to make the decision for you. Okay, I have my opinions on what we're looking at. Okay, I think I know what certain things are, but I'm not 100%. So I will not try to say for fact that something is something unless I know 100% that it is. I'm going to show you the information, and I'm going to show you the observation, and I'll tell you how logically I come to what I think, but I am not going to tell people that's exactly what it is unless I think I know exactly what it is. Okay? So, and it's fine. People can hammer me in the comment section. I'm kind of used to it. But the fact of the matter is, that's why I do that. Because I don't want to influence your guys' thought at all. I want to show you the information, show you the observation, and you guys are smart enough to make your own decision on what you believe. Okay? And a lot of stuff that I show you, the observation speaks for itself anyway. So I hope you guys can appreciate that. But anyway, we got this. That is that flare. You see it? It's kind of camouflaged because of that that daybreak line there. That was like a middle class B flare. It did happen. So, but the geomagnetic activity is low. Okay, and it's extended time now too. So they're probably going to, if this continues, they'll issue a cosmic ray alert. And what that means is more cosmic rays are getting in, especially through the poles. We've talked about that before. The stuff comes in easier through the poles. So people that fly high altitudes and high latitudes, like towards the poles, they got to pay attention to this cosmic ray thing, okay? Because it's radiation. Prenatal passengers have to pay attention to it, all that. It's almost no different than, a pregnant woman going into the hospital and they need to check her out, but they don't want to harm the baby, so they try not to do x-rays unless they have to. Now, I know that's a little bit of an extreme example, but that's really how you have to understand it. So, anyway, there's the sun again. And here's that ACE data with that missing data. You see it? That's what happens when it can't communicate. Now, here's the enlil we've been talking about. And so, it did happen. We had an increase in density. Okay. So that actually did happen, and it looks like stereo A is going to catch something here in the next day or so. So, all right, guys, we're going to end with this. This is the geoelectric field model, and this is the one that shows us space weather's effect on our electrical grid. Also, my international listeners, I really wish I could show you more on in your areas. I really do, guys. I feel so bad that I can't do that for you guys. But unfortunately, you know, at least most of the time, the stuff I'm talking about is global. But this is most certainly something I can't show you global. We don't have the access to any tool that does this. So anyway, not really a whole lot here, guys. You're seeing a little bit of activity. It was probably because that increase in density a little bit that hit our magnetosphere. Most likely that's what's going on. But yeah, so it's nothing to really write home about or anything like that, but it is activity. Also, on that derecho I showed you guys earlier in my last video, the massive amount of wind and stuff that comes with that, those are known phenomenon, but they're not, well, they're extremely rare, okay? I think they expect us to have, I'm not sure exactly how many a year, and I know that we're way above average on that. I think we've had 3 or 4 of them this year. That's a pretty big uptick in my opinion. It's a large bow echo, guys, is what that is. It's a large area. It's hurricane force winds inland for multiple hours, multiple states. Crazy. But we'll talk about that more later, but I just wanted to put that out there. So, guys, I hope you have a good week. I'll come back with you tomorrow probably. Hope you had a good start to your week. God bless. Yahushua saves, and you can drink this Kool-Aid.